Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're very much on the way now. Decent chance! Neymar! One of a type! He's brilliant!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good. Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Now it's Rooney. Neymar just eases him off the ball. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Batistuta. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Cannavaro. And this is Ibrahimovic. And he's running through. Ibrahimovic! And he's stuck it away. They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish. So they have it all to do again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
And he's quick to snatch it back. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Now it's Neymar. And here's Rooney. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Rooney. Rijkaard. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And the shot! And he hits the net! And they're back in front! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Chelsea leading now. Bergkamp will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Mikel Merino picks it up from the goal kick. And here's Rooney. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Bergkamp. Merino. And he cuts out the supply. Rijkaard. And it's Van Dijk. And that signals the end of the first period. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. Away we go again.
Inter can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
That looks a cracking ball. Bergkamp. Merino. Bergkamp. And it's Marino. Merino, renowned for his long-range shooting. Passing is crisp and sharp. Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. And he's let fly. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Best going face-to-face with his great rival.
Best clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Now that's well seen too. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Gerrard. Plays a sharp little ball here. Ibrahimovic unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Cannavaro kept his eye on it, and he's there. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And here's Batistuta.
Inter really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Ibrahimovic. Inter Milan are running out of time and out of options.
Yeah, it's not looking good, Peter. Never say never, though.
Real chance! Goal! Again, we are level. What a contest!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
And he's done it again. He's got his second.
Substitution for Inter, number 9, Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
So we have movement on
Number
both
14,
benches.
Marquinhos.
Inter Milan drag
Number
themselves
10,
back again.
Gabriel
Well, needless to say,
Batistuta.
Peter, they're eager to get
Number
going, but
19,
you have to wonder how
Lionel
much these
Messi.
boys have left in the
Number
tank.
22, Steven Gerrard.
It's a throw-in.
Coming on the field, number 6, Sergio Aguero. Number 2, Jules Koundé. Number 21, El Hadjoud. Number 17, Eden Hazard.
And it's Bergkamp.
Number 8.
No
Johan
question, this
Cruyff.
is the man you want to get on to the end of things.
2 added
Oh,
minutes
super
have been
fine.
indicated.
Aguero picks it. It's Aguero! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Well, in my opinion, set pieces are 50-50 moments, and this is a rather big one, and it all depends on the service.
Impressive jump. And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Koundé. And we're done. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks a winner, of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
We are
Inter
glad to
can
inform
always
you that
take
our
more
new range of
positives from a
limited
result
edition
like
goods
this.
are now
Yes,
on
there
sale
is some
at the
tidying
Stadium
up to do,
Mexico.
but some real...
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. Always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So straight into the action. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, that's well spotted. That's destined for the flank. Now it's Aguero. Juve is onto this. And Messi! Messi! Oh, that is beautiful!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest.
Aguero! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Inter Milan with the corner. They're first. Messi plays it short. It's a pretty loose pass. Silvestre. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Norway have the chance to go the other way. Oh, important interception.
Inter really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Good ball, good. He's having a pop! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Best really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 2 then. They've played it short. Best. Norway are looking to go forward now. And that could set him on his way. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that. And Messi! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Now it's Messi. Messi powering forward here. Messi, a player who needs no introduction.
Norway definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
And claimed it back swiftly. Can he get on the end of this? Schneider. Is that a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, he'd used up all his chances, hadn't he, Peter? I mean, he was never going to get away with that one. Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Aguero was alert to the possibilities, but he goes for a shot! And it's in! And this is getting better and better. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's a real...
And the finish! He's got a goal! And deep into first half stoppage time, a timely... And that is indeed the final act. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. The second half is up and running.
Inter can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Crosses it in here.
Well, not the worst attempt. A little technical tweak should help the quality.
Messi. Cannavaro. Cruyff, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Well read, nice interception. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Inter Milan really looking to get back into this at the start of the second half. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Rijkaard. Nicely weighted ball. Silvestre. Turns back here, probably the best option. Cruyff. Best. Nedved plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Schneider. And it's Messi. Now it's Aguero. Messi. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Best. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Schneider. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Messi. Really fierce, close defending. Messi stood his ground strongly. Sick chance! Rijkaard. Cruyff. Best going forward. And this is Aguero. Messi. That's been cut out, well played.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Nedved. He's a sharp little ball here. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Well, whatever it is, Peter, it needs to be drastic and quick. Maybe the Late Show.
Passes this.
Norway really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Costa Curta. No unnecessary risks. So that's it. It is all over. A hard one to swallow. They gave it their all, but ultimately they have fallen just short against an opponent prepared to go toe-to-toe until the end. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, Peter, this was probably more...
Welcome one and all, the atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening, the skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So things are underway.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank.
Messi! Messi! Oh, that is beautiful!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And it's Gerrard. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Looking for the run. That's a nicely shaped ball.
Inter really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Ibrahimovic. Best. And he's got the beating of his man. Can he finish? And that's a good finish. Inter are back in business. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
We're looking at a different game now.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal...
He's going for goal! He's got himself an absolute peach. And they've got their lead back. Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible.
It's Aguero! Aguero! Just superb! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
Mohun Bagan now in a position far more desirable.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Messi. Best. Can he get it through? Picked out brilliantly. Messi. And here's Batistuta, looking to pass their way up the pitch.
There will be 3 minutes.
Aguero looking for the chance to skim one in from range. Stood up well to him there. That's it, 45 minutes up. Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon.
Please take some time out to give your support to our Better Stadium Fund.
So off we go again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back. but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Ibrahimovic! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Played into space. It's been slipped through. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And it's Messi. Rijkaard promptly onto that, and that is that. It's a really well-measured ball. That's a good foray he's making. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Substitution for Inter, number 9, Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Number 11, George Best. Number 22,
Intercepts the throw. That's well read.
Steven Gerrard.
Thiago.
Number 19,
It's not an
Lionel
especially good
Messi.
pass, that.
Number 10, Gabriel
That was good
Batistuta.
pressing. Forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening.
El Hadjdou. Number 7,
Rijkaard.
Neymar. Number 18,
Silvestre.
Thiago Alcantara. Number 8, Johan Cruyff.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Number 6,
Now it's
Sergio
Dani Olmo.
Aguero.
Nicely weighted ball. He's being urged to shoot. Oh, great defending. That needed doing. Cruyff did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. He's got away. Shot, surely! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then.
Neymar, good take, and is he in? And he's there to get it away. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Thiago, passing is crisp and sharp. Cristiano Ronaldo.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
He's picked his way through. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well timed, excellent interception. And it's Neymar. And time is up. Inter Milan were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is simply not how you go about it. What are you thinking?
One-sided and only one winner, Peter. The players didn't show enough togetherness, and it was weak throughout.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So off we go then. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
This man Rudiger's going to be a very stern test for any attacker to beat, Peter.
Oh, that's ambitious. An early chance there, first of the game.
Yeah, it seemed the right range, and I guess it was worth a try.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Messi. Batistuta, distributed tidily. Can he get onto this? Picked out brilliant. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Inter! The first significant strike.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Oh, nicely intercepted. Cruyff. Messi makes a move down the right. In with the challenge. Inter Milan very much in the ascendancy and with a goal to their name. Now it's Batistuta. And it's Cruyff. And this is Aguero. He's on it. Can he get away? Chance! And that would have been some goal.
Best and really shows some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
And we have our very first corner. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And here's Messi. Cafu gets across to intercept that. That's put paid to the danger. And here's Aguero. Cruyff. And that was very necessary. Now the ball's gone astray. 30 minutes gone. He's gone for goal. And no one is overly concerned about that.
Well, it was an ambitious attempt, but it'll keep the defence on its toes at least. There they go, punting again.
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Inter Milan have reclaimed it. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Inter Milan are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. A quick look, thought goes for goal! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. they've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Casillas breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Batistuta. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort, but do hope it's nothing serious. So, is it really plausible to have a hit from here? Danny Olmo was only too happy to help out in defence.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these...
It's Aguero! Aguero! Just superb! A finish of true class. 2-goal lead and they're firmly in control. Whoever is in his path, he will always... And we've reached half-time.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So
Hello,
late
everyone.
and so potentially
This is the
destructive.
moment you've
That
all been
certainly
waiting
seems
for.
to be the case.
The time to
Well,
pick out
both
today's
half-time
lucky
team talks will
numbers.
undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
Inter Milan looking composed, content, comfortable, leading 2-0 at half-time. The second period is underway. Marquinhos. Batistuta. Rudiger clears it away. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
The pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, tries one from range. Philip Lahm, Jim Beglin, one of the greatest fullbacks ever, perhaps.
Oh, without doubt, Peter. He's definitely in that category when it comes to
Ibrahimovic! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
That's not going far. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Cruyff. Now it's Batistuta. That has ended up in no man's land. He won't be happy with that one. And it's Ibrahimovic. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Now it's Luis Suarez. Suarez is onto this. Beckham, a player who needs no introduction. Still goalless. Cannavaro cuts out the pass. Beckham has got himself a free kick. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Beckham. And he's let fly. And that is wildly off target.
Barcelona really have been deserted by their composure and allowed frustration to take over, and it's not a good sign.
Van Dijk. Rijkaard. Cruyff. And it's Beckham. Now it's Batistuta. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. He's found a way through. Oh, well measured. That is a brilliant interception. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Not the most convincing of passes. Luis Suarez. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Messi taking charge of the dead ball. A real opportunity here from a position of great potential. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Now, can they get him away? That's good play. He's picked his way through. That's very neat. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. And that's played in low. Cruyff, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Davids. And it's Lahm. Knocks it into space. Played in. Terrific effort! That's the end of the first 45.
Hello, everyone.
A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score. Time for...
The stadium.
How would you review the first half?
It's a bit disappointing the way the team couldn't make the most of what looked like a pretty high-octane start, Peter. But this break should give them enough time to rediscover their focus and intent, and start the second half in a similar manner. They have to keep believing.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
That's a shade optimistic. Beckham.
Barcelona are totally dominant in the middle of the park. A no-way-through zone.
And Batistuta! And that's a tidy finish. And the game has liftoff. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
The first breakthrough.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net.
Messi! Oh, it's come loose. Vigo gets flagged offside.
Barcelona really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
This is a promising build-up. Cruyff. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And here's Ibrahimovic. He's having a hit! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Best clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Davids. It's a pretty loose pass. That's good running with the ball. Messi had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He'll learn from it.
Chance for a shot! Oh, good finish. And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now. Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Ibrahimovic demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough.
He'll try from distance. Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Oh, he's a bit complacent there, I thought, Peter. Maybe he thinks the game is already won.
Let's a look and place it forward. Looking for options for movement. He's shifting through the gears here. Roberto Carlos did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Looking for the run. It's Luis Suarez! There is the genius of Luis Suarez! A finish right from the top draw. With so little time left. Grandstand finish. So smooth. A signature finish.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
Barcelona. That's that, the end. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Batistuta taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Inter clearly came into this match with a good game plan, one designed to capitalise on an obvious weakness. They'd identified that and never really let go.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.